Welcome, everybody. Good to have you here in the Bloom. Good to have you here once again in the Bloom Show. And I'm, as always, grateful to take you along. So, don't mind the background. I'm currently in my dad's house, and this is the room where I stay when I'm here. Very, very peaceful place, and I really love being here. So, what do I have to share today? That's the question. I have one or two things to share, one or two things to share from, as always, recent experiences, things that I feel that people can learn from one way or the other. So now, one of those things is that is this thing about compounding, right? There's a way compounding works. Compounding can be a very interesting concept. And you can miss the what makes it so special. When you just take a surface view of compounding, it can be really, really interesting, almost mysterious. You know, you start something, um, you continue, you continue, and then at some point, you don't even exert as much effort into that thing, but just like very little bits of effort, you know, even sporadically. But every of those little efforts is like a major push simply because you're being consistent with your direction, the direction in which you're applying that push. It's quite incredible just how what compounding, what it can mean. Let me be more practical now. So when it comes to like learning, subject of learning, right? Um, well, let's say business, right? So you have this thing that you've been building, you've been working on. At some point in the early days, you had the boilerplate, you had um, some heavy lifting to do, built out the foundational stuff, framework, and just to get it working, right? And then perhaps it's working, but there's still quite a long journey until it's serving a lot of people and delivering a lot of value. Um, and so to get from where you are to that point, you need to keep, you know, moving. But it's amazing just how you just being consistent in that direction, in that thing, even if it's just whenever the thought pops into your mind, just do something in that direction. Could be, you know, I don't know, read something or type something or make a phone call, I don't know, just something in the direction of that thing that you're doing. And it has such a huge effect. So what I'm saying is let's be mindful to engage this this principle, I think I can call it that, of compounding because it's really amazing, it's incredible. And I feel that's where the returns, those really grand, amazing returns that we all want, the things that we do, that's where it comes from. People who are successful, you'll find similar um, behaviors in them. They may not call it that, but you'll find that similar behavior of just staying with that thing, right? When you feel like it, when you don't feel like it. And when you don't feel like it, you may not be able to push as much or with as much energy, but you're able to, even if it's just a little bit of a push, you're still able to do something. And that's really what matters. And It would matter more actually that in those times, your off days, quote, you're able to, do something at all. It would matter more that in those times you did something, much more than your on days when you have all the energy to push. It would matter more that you pushed in those off days. Why? Because you kept the momentum going. That moving, object, that moving train, didn't stop. So it's actually more important that in those times when, you're not particularly enthusiastic or you're not all that energetic or excited about this course, it's important that you somehow just keep moving. Just, just if you have to crawl, I think I heard it. I heard a short clip by what's his name? Bishop, who led whose efforts led to the um emancipation, no, not emancipation proclamation, to the signing of, where's this, for the signing of um the amendment to the American Constitution that allowed blacks to vote. What's his name? I have a picture of his face right now in my mind. Anyway, it'll come to me. So I had a clip where he said, and I don't know, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but I just remember that thing he alluded to, that by all means keep moving, right? If you're not running, walk. If you're not walking, crawl. If you're not crawling, hop. Just move. Matters more in those times, off moments when you're feeling beaten, and you have really low motivation. It matters more that you move in those times. So actually, I'll put it the way I put it before. It would matter more in the future that you moved in those times. Effect of your keeping at it in those moments is in the future. You'll be thankful, like thank God I didn't stop. Thank God I kept. Thank God I took that step. Thank God I did that action, even though it was a low point for me. So, because then in those on times you can build on that, consolidate, and you know, yeah. So that's the first thing I want to share today. I hope you've gotten something out of that, and you can apply it in your life, in your business, in your spiritual life. It applies amazingly in your spiritual life, even though in actual fact we have a helper to help you. So, he's there to spur you on and to bring words of encouragement to you. You may not need um, to hear me, or you shouldn't. You can speak through me actually. So, the other thing to share, what is that? I think that'll be all for now. We're about getting to the 10-minute mark, so I think that's enough sharing for one session. So don't forget, stay blooming, stay happy, stay safe, stay in charge. Actually, not stay safe. Because that, by staying in charge, that's what we're saying. Okay. Thank you. Bye.